Star Gladiator.
Okay, hello everyone and welcome to tonight's Randomised Gaming Fight Night. I am your host for this Randomised Gaming Fight Night Random Game Riven. My co-host Dragoon will be with you in a moment. I'm just going to start the stream just to mention as we're sort of starting the stream now. It's 21 or 9:34 right now. I'm sitting in a room with all the windows open to try and keep us as cool as possible, but I suspect we may have to close them at some point because it's getting quite late here in the United Kingdom. So today is the 26th of June and it is Fight Night, and we're going to be looking at Star Gladiator on the PlayStation 1. This is one of the few games that use the ZN-1 arcade hardware. Basically, Sony sub-licensed PlayStation hardware for like arcade boards. I think only really Taito and Capcom used it, and even then all the games that used it really weren't great, it's fair to say. So the hardware was an interesting example of them trying to make easy home ports, but the problem was the games looked so dated using the PS1 hardware, because the PS1 was effectively dated when it released. So to release arcade games in '96, I think Model 3 was released as late '96 or '97. So really, visually, these games looked very well and dated. So it's obvious why you didn't see many PS1 arcade hardware board games around. Certainly in Europe they were not popular. It's obviously flopped spectacularly in Europe. I mean, it may have done better in South America and other places in the world, but I can't say for sure. So I'm your host Riven. Dragoon will be with me in a second. I'm just going to show you all the various characters. We've unlocked the 3 Seeker characters. They are Blood, Kappa and Billerstein. Interestingly, Blood was only added in for the home conversion, so he's only in the PSX version, and it doesn't appear to you can fight him either. He's purely a playable secret unlock. I don't know if you can unlock him naturally. I just seem to have had a load of cheat codes. And finally we have Kappa as well, who's another slightly odd, quirky character. Kappa is one of the few characters who doesn't make it over to the sequel Plasma Sword, and neither does the weird Ringle, who's a dinosaur character. The rest, Billerstein, Gore, Zelkin, Vector, Geralt, Gamorth, Saturn, June and Hayato all make it over into the sequel. In fact, largely this is pretty much almost a complete roster. I wonder if they just felt the two characters they got rid of were a bit weird, too weird and wacky. I mean, the dinosaur guy who's supposed to be June's father, it's a bit not particularly very good storyline. Kappa was a sort of Japanese secret character. And Dragoon is finally about to join me, so we will start in a sec. Incidentally, I've heard there's some discussion this was supposed to be a Star Wars game. I think it may well have been at one stage based on a couple of how the characters look, but I think there was mention that there's an interview with Seth Kelly, and although Seth Kelly didn't work on this, I can't say for sure without, and it was interesting, it was only like I believe a brief mention. We've not had any of the developers actually say, yeah, we want this to be game. Circle? Keep pressing X.
Press circle to confirm.
Circle, yeah, obviously this is one of those games that uses circle because although X is supposed to be confirm. Now, this actually is quite a bit of a different combo system too. This has a sort of triangular graph system where various different moves. This is actually quite a bit different to the sequel. The sequel has super moves and is much more like the conventional Capcom fighters. I think they realised that it wasn't particularly that strong a concept, so if there ever is, so you've got a guard button, you can move L1 and L1, R1 and R2 are supposed to dodge up and down, but they can also do a guard as well.
Ready, fight!
Now, it's fair to say this is probably not Capcom's shining hour. Supposedly this is one of their first 3D pixel maps they developed in-house. I've got a nice little quick select there, and then it goes back to the character selection. So the secret characters, I believe, are all just cheat codes. I don't know if they can be unlocked naturally. They might be able to.
Ready, fight! KO. Ready, fight! KO.
若いな。
Build time. Left. Ready. Fight.
Okay, we're on Billerstein's stage. Billerstein is, of course, the central villain of this franchise. Now, I must admit, it's interesting to see the Star Wars rumours that this is supposed to be a Star Wars game. You can see Billerstein does bear an awful resemblance to Darth Vader. So it's one of those ones I think, did this get planned?
Ready. Fight.
There are a couple of characters that I think the sequel deviates a lot more, but this original one's definitely got very much a Star Wars look and feel to it.
Ready. Fight. KO.
Billerstein's really powerful. You can't play as Billerstein's ghost, but you can play as a normal Billerstein. You have to unlock them via cheat codes. I couldn't see if there was... Yeah, that's it for the secret characters. You can see that.
Can't get any more on their screen.
Yeah, so Ghost Billerstein. These are not playable. In this one, Blood was exclusively made available for the home conversion. Now, and interestingly, although some of the wikis are blooming terrible as always, giving you details on them, none of them mention if Blood is actually fightable. I don't believe the character Blood is fightable in that you can actually fight him. In this one, purely because they obviously didn't do the AI. Kappa is another one of the few secret characters that didn't make it into the sequel. Pretty much every character did, but apart from Kappa, pretty much no one else made it into the sequel. So I should say I'm Riven today. I'm on the right of the screen, and Dragoon is on the left. So
Obviously, Kaplan Turtle, that we always place Japanese myth. Animal. Everyone knows in Animal Crossing, everyone's favourite sea shanty Kaplan.
KO.
So it's not a bad fighter, it's not perfect. You can see Capcom very much rough around the edges of this. It's not Soul Calibur. No, some of the characters are very unbalanced as well. Yeah, or Soul Edge for that, I think Namco.
Ready.
Probably a bit more. Dare I say it's probably a bit better than the original Tekken? Or would that enrage people? Well, that's said, the original Tekken does have more characters. So basically, yeah, you have Hato, bears a slight resemblance to Luke Skywalker, Han Solo. June bears a bit of resemblance to Leia. Saturn, not sure. Gamore's definitely has a Chewbacca feel about him. Geralt's definitely got a Lando look to him. Vector, maybe a robot, and Billerstein's got a bit of a Vader look to him. So I think that's where the sort of Star Wars comparison ends. Either this was inspired by, and basically they wanted to do Star Wars, I didn't get the rights. Bear in mind, Master of Tessakar released a bit later than this, so LucasArts may have already been in development. It might well have been LucasArts had all the money from this type of game. And admittedly, Capcom's experience with fighters as well wasn't free fighters as well at this point, was not great. Each character has a series of combos, so you do have. Yeah, I kind of understand why they took out the weird dinosaur character.
Ready.
Not
Fight.
Yeah, it doesn't really suit the frame.
If this was maybe supposed to be Tusken Raider, that's the only thing I can think of. Yeah, no, I think it's one of Capcom's own personal. So Capcom are known for doing some wacky things.
KO.
That was you throwing me as well. I thought that was the other way around. But yeah, there are a few characters worth. I'm really not doing well at the minute, am I? that's that thing on his face. Odd name for character Gordon is that sort of mask does make me think of some of the things like the robots have in certainly the medical droid from Star Wars has something similar, doesn't he?
Ready, fight!
Now I do wonder about this. This stage in particular changes the time of day actually,
KO!
Yeah, Vector's got some powerful moves. He's a very
Ready, fight!
Gore's a bit of an odd character as well. Actually, you know you say about Tusken Raiders. Gore does have a little bit of a look of one with the sort of mask and the cane.
Well, you could argue the Brainiac character from the Mos Eisley Cantina bar as well.
Which is not too bad. I was a bit hesitant about doing this one, so I wasn't too sure it was going to be. It's not too bad. I mean, I wasn't a huge fan of the sequel, mainly because I remember when we got the sequel, it was. I played the sequel for. I only actually picked this up last year, the original game. Until relatively recently, I'd never really played the original game. I played mainly the sequel. But most people experience Star Gladiator is playing as Hayato and Marvel vs. Capcom 2. Yeah.
Ring out!
Oh, ring out. Yeah, that was me ringing myself.
Ready, fight!
Philistine's definitely very, very Vader inspired. Now, I just wonder whether this was just a concept, but definitely Philistine is very much just a giant Vader style character. And even the start of the plot has
KO!
as well. Oh, there we go. I'm trying to do that. It's the second Capcom fighter we've done now. I was partly debating to do Rivals. What was the other one? I was trying to think the other one. The fight platform was only done the one. Yep. We haven't done Capcom vs.
Ready, fight!
We did Marvel Studio. I think this was the second Capcom fight we've done with the fight. No, we haven't done Street Fighter. We avoided pretty much. I think we kind of wanted to live. So ironically, we've done two, at least two SNK fighters.
KO!
Yeah, Geralt definitely has a sort of Lando feel about him. We haven't done that.
Ready, fight!
No, I think they will save Virtual Fighter for Christmas, so we can do it earlier. We'll probably be taking a slight summer break. Certainly I'm going to take a few weeks off in the summer. I might move the streaming time down to more sort of midday. But if I do midday streams, I'm doing 5 nights.
KO!
Yeah, you do want to go.
Ready,
He does look
fight.
like Chewbacca in all. Even as the belt on, you know,
He's even got a Chewbacca
belt. Yeah, it really does. You know, I do wonder if they pitched this. Lucasfilm just said no or had to disagree. I mean, Master Tessakar came out a year later. Master Tessakar is not particularly very good. This is a better game than Master Tessakar. But I wouldn't exactly say this is a grade A game either. Because the problem is how do you have a character like Lando Calrissian fight when he's mainly got a blaster? Give him a rapier. That would have been
KO.
nice. We should actually do Master Tessicar at some point. I was always quite a fan of that one. I know it's a terrible game.
There were a few secret characters, so I look at.
Yeah, we still need to actually go through and unlock all the secret characters in it. So I think this is it's not a bad game at all actually. Star Gladiator. I'm not a huge fan of it. I think I slightly prefer Plasma Sword. But Plasma Sword, the problem with Plasma Sword is it looked dated when it released on Dreamcast. It looked so dated when it released Plasma
Ready.
Sword.
Fight.
Yeah, I mean, Capcom the efforts in Technomancer is probably better.
Technomancer actually used the same hardware. They did it up to the Dreamcast version.
Technomancer is probably Capcom's best 3D fighter. Okay, Power State, that's more strictly conventional one.
Yeah, Capcom did not particularly do well with the 3D
KO.
fighters when looking at hindsight. I mean, all their 3D fighters rapidly disappeared from the market, so they don't actually have a 3D fighting series now. So, I mean, arguably they should probably have tried to get Plasma Sword back in, just keeping it up to date and sort of more modern. It's certainly the right feel. I guess the gameplay. The problem was it just always looked dated. Plasma Sword. That was the core problem. It looked dated when it released. Capcom needed to use better 3D hardware. That may be why Capcom used this 3D hardware, because,
well, it's probably cheap.
well, they also didn't really have experience building 3D hardware. They had experience building 2D hardware, not 3D hardware. Yeah, you do wonder, where's the Ewok? Where is the Ewok?
Ready. Fight.
Probably this green is supposed to be Greedo.
Oh, this guy? Yeah, he might have been like Greedo originally. Or a Tweaker. 12 Dance, Tweak Dancer, yeah. And he has the sort of moveset you expect like a Tweak Dancer, yeah. I mean, June's definitely got the moveset of a character I would describe as Princess Leia. Maybe the hairstyle, I mean, it might not, it might just, maybe Steph Kelly made a mistake when he said that, or maybe not, because he wouldn't have worked at all when they were doing those fighting games, so, but you may have heard it on the grapevine. If you used to see all the, yeah, it was so it'll be interesting to see what the development team, whether they had plans to start this game. Yeah, Tweak the Dancer.
KO.
He was probably in Saturn. Well, actually quite a fast-paced game, actually. We actually hammered out everyone? Yeah, I think so. Two of the odder characters here with Ringle and Gore. They've got some odd names, I have to admit. They've got some really odd names on the characters.
Fight.
I'll have to start with music there. It's definitely, I think it's definitely got an element. I mean, this character, I think some of them, they may have been doing their own creative inspiration.
Ready. Fight.
It's quite nice to throw animation, that does a lot of damage. Yeah, I must admit, yeah,
KO.
A and B throw, yeah, that's quite a powerful throw. I'm tempted to say this is, quite like the combo system in this. It's a little more structured than the sequel because the structure relies too heavily on super moves, I think. The sequels, because the sequel you can just churn out. We do have a playthrough video of the sequel on the channel if you want to watch it.
You're out.
I haven't played as the winged guy actually. I'll play as in next battle.
Zelkin.
Yeah, weirdly, in this one, only Hayato has an alternative costume. In the sequel, there's a weirdness where they gave every character an alternative costume, effectively gave it a slightly different name. So you have a weirdness where you have lots of characters, but they're literally just costumes for the other characters. Which is a bit weird. This is way to do it, using more characters but effective, and they've all got different endings, but you have this weirdness where you basically use characters that are the same. Just with
Ready. Fight.
whereas the second is cheap way to wear the second character. You're just literally in the sequel, they literally all use the same move. They look very the same anyway. It's actually quite fast.
KO.
一瞬の油断がこの結果だ。
Zelkin wins. Rapidly becoming my preferred character for this.
Or Zelkin.
Yeah.
Yeah, Zelkin's the only one I haven't actually played as yet. I need to play as Zelkin. So arguably this has almost the same number of characters as the sequel, because the sequel literally has a lot of... There are one or two unique characters, but a lot of them in the sequel are literally just...
Ready. Fight.
If you want to see the sequel, we do have a playthrough video on the channel of Platinum Swords, so... Slightly 3D backgrounds as well. That's actually 3D.
Yeah.
Ready. Fight.
Yeah, shit.
New games with proper 3D backgrounds. But actually, quite from a technical perspective, this is quite impressive. Considering the fact that they managed to get it all. This is just how the game is. We're actually playing the Japanese version, I should say, so I'm not sure if there's any slight differences with the Western version.
KO.
But I was finding out Breath of Fire 4 there were a few changes to that. Not too many, a couple of cutscenes got cut, which was a bit odd, but the thing that did annoy me was they took out one of the abilities of one of the characters in Breath of Fire 4, so Capcom did, and that was purely laziness on behalf of translation. They took out an identify ability that shows you like the moves and stuff.
If you hold out, you can choose the other.
Oh, you can choose the other characters.
Ready. Fight. KO. Ready. Fight. KO.
てめえじゃ役不足だよ。
It's not a bad fighter, I've not really played it too much before, I have to admit. It's one of those games that I think, could this have been better? Probably. Just turn the mic there a little bit. It's not bad. It's not terrible, but is this as good as Soul Calibur? No. No. Well, Soul Edge, I should say, or Soul Blade, as it was called in Europe. Geralt versus Bilstein.
Ready, fight!
The lack of, yeah, you also Geralt versus Bilstein. The space saga begins on the Soul Calibur stuff. Yeah, he does very much. Bilstein does have very much like Lord Vader. He's supposed to be a scientist as well, Bilstein. He just looks a bit odd, I have to admit. He's supposed to be a scientist, he's more like just a mental. You'd expect him to be something a bit more sinister. He's a scientist who went
Take all.
Darth Vader, yeah.
Ready, fight!
He's got some quite nasty combat.
Take all.
Good, because a couple of moves you can do can just literally strip your opponent's health.
Yeah, it's fair to say the balancing is not ideal. I think there's definitely... I mean, it's not bad. The balancing could be better. Let's try Blood again. Try Blood is literally... he predominantly uses Bilstein's moves, so... Slightly weird sort of skull face as well, so...
Ready, fight!
So we were debating if to do crit combat stream, which is a terrible fight, but we thought we'd do a great... I think we'll do crit combat sometime though, because that's hilariously bad. The only fighter I played where you can literally run.
Ready, fight!
If you stay still there, Dragoon, can I actually run at you and push you, or you can slightly, but the AI wouldn't let you push you off the edge.
Bring out!
Bring out.
That would be a hell of a long way down. So.
Yeah, you'd be falling into the space atmosphere. I've gained ground a bit, actually good to see. Oh, well, one stage you were like 4 up, so if you're going... It's very nice the fact that they actually have a...
Goal! Ready, fight!
I think it's actually... Yeah, they've got some quite...
Take all! Ready, fight!
Okay, yeah, I mean, this is one of those games that... I think it's one of those games it's nice, but it's not... It definitely didn't set the world alight on PS4. You can see that. And it's not... Actually, that I think the Japanese version's relatively common, but the Western versions aren't that common. I mean, you didn't see it around much. I just think it didn't sell particularly well. It's just not... It's not a brilliant game, so... That's interesting. That's actually a smooth scroll. I wonder if this is 59.41 hertz. I thought this might be because we were playing a power modded PS2. The 59.41 hertz. I would expect this to be running slightly off on the power one, but maybe 59.41 hertz is what the PS1 actually does. Because the Saturn stutters when it scrolls. This doesn't, which is interesting. Should say we're playing on a modified PS2, and of course I should say, I haven't actually said, but Star Ocean was released in 1996. I think the Western release was 97. Japanese release was 96. It was developed by Capcom and of course was published by Capcom in Japan, probably Virgin Media or something in the West. Virgin publishes Sequel, which is yeah, you've got quite a good rising. Saturn's definitely an odd character.
KO. Ready. Fight.
Don't done the loading blade yet. We need to know if they plan to do an Ewok character. We do need more Ewoks in Star Wars fighting games. We need Ewoks to start a campaign for Ewoks for Star Wars fighting games. Yep. That's what we want, Ewoks in Star Wars fighting games. I still love Ewoks. I know some people hate them. I love Ewoks. I think they're awesome. We need more Ewoks in the Star Wars universe. 10-8. Oh, I'm actually winning it. That's. You were about 4 or 5 up. I've obviously
No,
gained.
there's never that many.
Ready.
It's not bad. I'm playing this on the PS2 joypad, so I'm doing actual advantages on the PS1. I'm just too lazy to get another PS1 multi-tap joypad.
KO.
Billerstein is definitely the most powerful character. There is Ghost Billerstein, as who's the secret final boss. If you want to see the true ending of the character, Ghost Billerstein. Ghost Billerstein is utterly game breaking, so it's fairly obvious why he's not a playable character. And he's a real pain to fight as well. Just watch the rising tackles on the shield, real advantage. Ooh! We had a collision issue. Went straight through one another.
Ready.
This is the one thing I'm noticing quite a lot of these fighting games. You can pick up a lot of issues when you play. I mean, Street Fighter 5 is terrible. I mentioned before Street Fighter 5. I'm not a fan of Street Fighter 5 because it is so broken. It's an embarrassment to Capcom and everyone involved. I think it's fair to say that the producer Yono Oko should probably step down from Street Fighter after Street Fighter 5 because Street Fighter 5 is terrible. We need someone who's going to make sure the product is pucker. I mean, Street Fighter is a fantastic series. Street Fighter 5 is the worst Street Fighter since the original Street Fighter. That there is no doubt. Oh, he came in as a different colour. Holy hell.
Gamma.
The Dark Wookiee. The Dark Wookiee Gammoth. With red eyes. We've got the evil Wookiee with the red eyes.
Ready. Fight.
They've got the evil Kappa.
Yeah, the colour version Kappa's a bit weird. Interestingly, this one's actually got some slight striation across the chest, so there's something modified. It's a Dark Wookiee. Okay, I know he's not.
Oh.
But I mean, the look of Star Wars in this game is very, very great. There's one that the media guy, Seth Kelly, and who's probably best for being a big fight player and stuff, directly stated that that this was supposed to be a Star Wars game. Now I know known people who did, so I'll take him on his word that they possibly pitched this as a Star Wars game initially, and then didn't quite. Oh, you notice he hasn't got the gun belt either. That one's got like a metal plate over his shoulder. I don't know. You can see a lot of Star Wars in some of the characters. So. I suppose in theory, Vexor could have been a Dark Trooper. We might not have done Dune stage with the cargo container yet. I've done just about everyone else's stages. Blood here is the only PlayStation exclusive character, so. I don't believe you can actually fight him. I can find no record of how you fight him as a character. Oh, that must have been a secret combo. And I have to guiltily admit, I wasn't pressing. I basically just randomly tapping buttons to do that.
Ready, fight!
Each character doesn't have a secret combo, just not just in the main combo lines. So. Or a couple of blood only just the one, a couple of characters actually multiple. There are quite a few great FAQs against this, so. And he just did his secret combo as well, actually. Yeah, because you've got the charts in the manual for the different characters. So I'm just ahead, and I've got about 20 minutes left of the stream, so we're actually backing in quite a few fights. So one of the things I do like to do is change characters. We're not fans of playing as the same characters here. Oh, how long have you been 5 stars?
No, I just made a mistake there. Can you change the stage, or
you can do. It's random. It's random at the minute. I think it's.
I just wondered if you can cycle through a
Ready,
couple of stages.
fight!
It's random.
You know, you might be able to pick Kappa's stage. I haven't actually thought Kappa. Kappa, supposedly you have to beat the opponent on the 3rd fight at the 0 when the timer says 0-0. So quite happy with that. I'm not entirely sure, but I'll see if I can. Just to say the clock goes to 0. Junior's definitely, as mentioned, she definitely has the look of Princess Leia.
KO.
And Gamma is definitely Gamoth. So June is definitely Leia. Gamoth is definitely Chewbacca. His coloured normal coloured version looks exactly like Chewbacca. Literally, it's just like walk in. It's not bad. Ring out there, Dragoon.
叩きは打たせてもらったわ。
That puts me in the lead. Federal Headquarters near Tokyo. Go through the sequence. Okay.
There's 10 stages. I think there's more than 10 characters, isn't there?
There is. Yeah, you actually got this. The default line is 8 and then you've got 3 characters. And Blood definitely doesn't have a stage. I don't think you can actually fight Blood in the arcade mode.
KO. Ready. Fight.
That's quite nasty, isn't he's got quite a nasty collar.
KO. Ready. Fight.
Oh, that takes over. That's a third of my health gone. Although that was quite easy to dodge, so not going to hardest move. Still, you get hit by that, and that is going to punish you.
KO.
The combos in this is very nice.
Yeah, I mean, you can do a lot of damage. And to keep my lead. So there is, let me just check, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 characters.
Go.
I'm going to just count them. Well, Kappa I need to actually check to make sure he does actually have a stage. I don't know whether he used an existing stage or has a specific one.
Ready. Fight.
Yep, or Capcom Sony wishful thinking.
KO.
Oh, Plasma Sword's the sequel.
Yeah.
Ready. Fight.
So literally they named the sequel after the yeah, Saturn's got quite a lot of range and Saturn's got a lot more range than the ooh, that's quite nasty. He has a weird bit of boulder about him with something.
KO. Mahjong, something about a dragon in the background there. We're neck and neck, 12-12. Go. Go shine. Ready.
I'm going with cheeky and playability getting advantage of the spaceport. Ability is definitely one of those characters if you play as you have a distinct advantage.
KO.
I can't believe you nearly knocked me out of a ring and
Fight.
There are some really easy combos which is basically it's like a triangle structure. Where you press like a maze structure, you just press down for set combos, so
KO. Ready. Fight.
yes.
The Wookiee roar. Bilstein wins. So I think graphically it's not bad for a PS1 game. I suppose the PS1 wasn't exactly the strongest hardware because it's based on the arcade PS1 hardware. It's got a nice charm to it, that I will say. I'm not going to fault the visual style of this one.
Ready, fight!
Space turn. Yeah, it's practice to yeah, he just doesn't feel like. Supposedly he's his father with the drinking side comes the savage.
KO! Ready, fight!
Said the story of this was a bit wacky.
KO!
Although you don't get the secret characters moves list Ringle. And 1313. Directly mentions, although my Japanese isn't particularly good, I can see June's name is mentioned in Japanese text in Ringle, so. Cargo space of transport, so that's not
like
great.
English there.
Yeah, some English. Yeah, you don't get some secret characters moves in the. Yeah, that's quite nice. You do get dodge, so you can dodge around. Oh yes! Forced you off the edge there.
Ready, fight!
It's not as bad as Critical is just hilarious to run. Especially you've never played a fighting game before, you literally run at the enemies and smash them off the edge. But annoyingly, you have to fight yourself in Critical 6 times. You have to fight yourself once in the lineup and then once at the end to upgrade. And you basically have to do that 3 times, so you end up having to fight each character 3 times, except yourself, but you have to fight up in the lineup once, and the upgrade fight as well.
KO!
物足りねえな。
Yeah, I think the randoms may have missed a few of the characters, so. Definitely Kappa and Bilstein do feel like they've got the advantage. Fourth Emperor's scouting ship. There is at this stage. There is a really quirky cast of characters. Oh, you grab me. Oh, that is just. So not only did you just under half damage that move, you nearly threw me out of your ring. Yeah, there's definitely some fun things you can say on this one. It's not bad though. What's your impressions,
KO!
It's a little bit.
Ready, fight!
But yeah, it could be faster. Oh. Spinning card over again. Yeah, it could be faster. I think the fluidness of the game is an issue. Did you just miss me with that? Yeah. Time there.
KO.
Yeah, every time Gamera wins, I feel like doing a Wookiee roar. He
Oh.
definitely, I mean,
Yeah,
he's the
it's, you know,
even the face, the chin.
with the because if I remember, there's a couple of scenes where Chewbacca has like goggles on his head as well.
Oh, yeah,
When he's doing the welding in The Empire Strikes Back, and it's like,
yeah, you sure this guy isn't based on Chewbacca?
Build time.
And there's radar sight. Was there only the 10 stages? Or-
yeah,
So I suspect Kappa and
blood don't have
their-
stages.
well, Blood doesn't
Ready.
it have any
Fight.
AI, so yeah, as far as I can tell, no site, no guide I can find mentioned how you fight him. In fact, the wiki incorrectly lists him as sub-boss, but as far as I can tell, you can't fight him anyway in the original PS1 version. He's purely an exclusive character added in because they obviously had the additional time to add him in. I suspect he's an unfinished arcade character. He's not playable in the arcade, he's only playable in the arcade. Home version, yes. He's not playable in the arcade version, he's only playable in the PS1 version.
KO.
Alternative status. Now got the ventilators at Emperor's Place. Again, more English
names.
ventilate. Ventilators of English.
It's gonna be
Ready.
fan.
Fight.
Yeah.
KO. Ready. Fight.
So they select Obi-Wan for anything. I'm just trying to work out what bird would be sort of, if there's any star. I can't think of any character that would.
KO.
Actually, so 1996 none of the prequels were out, so.
Ready. Fight.
Is he supposed to be like a bounty hunter? Or might not even be based on a Star Wars character at all and just be a complete construct for this game?
KO.
Imagine he's fast, nimble, and quick.
Yeah, he's one of the better characters,
Well,
Alan.
So
Okay.
yeah, he's definitely one of the better characters in this.
Yeah, you're actually now winning, which I thought you might do. Oh, I need to regain my crown.
Recap. Correct.
Oh, just changed This is Gore's stage. Gore's got a really weird name.
Ready. Fight.
Weird names.
KO.
Yeah, you just have to really get those combos right, otherwise you really struggle with this one.
Ready. Fight.
Nice little ring nice actually.
Ready. Fight.
I know we've not played much, but we've not played the sequel, but I think it's not like the first and the sequel. The sequel is over the top sequel, whereas this one's just a bit more refined in some aspects. It sticks more to what Capcom are trying to do something new. So I do need to try. So we're playing the Japanese version. We're not like forcing the PAL version. It'd be interesting to see if you force the PAL version, whether it would work. It might do or not. I need to actually try. Keep looking at rival schools. I need to dig that out and kind of go with that. Try the 2 discs on that and see if that works.
Gamma. June.
Every time I see Gamoth, I just think Wookie. Yeah, literally, you just like cut
Ready.
with
Fight.
Philistine stuff. Go back to the random selection after this. We actually got through quite a few matches. Like 30 minutes.
KO.
Yeah.
Ready.
Definitely, yeah, it's a relative thing, but I do think the game itself needs to be a bit faster. I just feel there's some stuff just moving. It's not quite. The high jump is way too high. By the time
KO.
you jump so high that literally as you've done, you roll out relatively
Ready.
quickly.
Fight.
I should say Philistine, Kappa and Blood, just to confirm again, are all secret characters that are unlocked by cheat codes. Whereas you have to unlock Philistine first by the cheat code. Yeah, I'm not gonna
Ready.
Oh! That just sucked me out! That sucked me out! That's not fair! That's not fair! That felt like a... Poor Wookie got sucked out. Yeah, we've done over 30 matches. We've still got a few minutes left before we just do a couple of bats. I demand a rematch. That wasn't fair. Let's put back to the random.
You're out. Ready. Fight.
That's certainly, yeah, he's really easy to show. He's slow. Yeah, he's got. That's the way he's got a gun. It's quite easy to use. Geralt is. A lot of characters do counters in this. Oh my god.
KO.
Yeah, that's just not a great character.
Ready. Fight.
I think that just looks like Philistine destroyed something intro at the start. Now, this game is actually surprisingly difficult to do because you have to beat the game with a set time limit. And basically, if you do that, you get to Super Philistine. Then you have to beat Super Philistine. The caveat being, Super Philistine is basically like a one-fight death brawl, one round death brawl, where he's like overpowering strength, and only then, if you beat him in that death brawl, do you get to fight, to get the true ending. So he's really, really nasty.
KO.
The Ghost version is just really nasty.
弱者とは悲しいものだな。
Goal. Bill Stein. Ready. Fight.
don't actually get to the top super moves. The super moves, I assume the reason they didn't have the sequel on PS1 is that it's probably a bit too... Yeah, it was A, too late, and B, I expect it may have struggled, the hardware may have struggled a bit.
But I think the problem with the sequel was there are a few games that looked very dated when they came out on the Dreamcast,
yeah,
and that was one of them. Psychic Force as well looked very dated.
Yeah, Psychic Force 2020. I do mean to pick up the PS2 version of Psychic Force, which is Psychic Force Complete, but it's definitely those games that feel dated, and when you look at them initially, you think, man, this doesn't look like a Dreamcast game. This looks like a PS1 game, which is what I thought of Side Force. And admittedly, it's not a bad fighter. I kind of learned to like it a bit more, gained a bit more effect for it. But it was one of those games that initially saw it was. That is, Plasma Sword is one of the few games that doesn't probably support VGA. It works, it's totally messed up by VGA.
Ready, fight!
There's something it's like cyberpunk with the designs that they went with. So although, like we were joking about the fact that the characters may well have been based on Star Wars, there's definitely cyberpunk. Oh, Hayato's got the sort of Han Solo belt, hasn't he? No, Han Solo bullet belt. There's definitely it's like cyberpunk maybe some of the characters.
てめえじゃ役不足だよ。
Very much a cyberpunk feel. I think we'll call it one more Dragoon, then do we want to finish the stream? We've been going for an hour now, so we've done fighting for an hour. I like to make sure we fight for an hour, even if the stream sometimes starts a few minutes early, we can always straight into the bout fighting, so I do like a good hour of fighting away so people can watch us battling it out for an hour. So you've basically taken ahead this one. I've sort of dropped a bit behind, I have to admit. I think it's 19 to my 15 or 16. Blood is really slow. I quite like his character, but he's really slow. His moveset's pretty much the same as Billistine's, so...
Ready, fight!
This game has a predominantly male cast, the original as well. And the sequel one female character, yeah, June's the only one.
My Street Fighter 1 was just about it. Street Fighter 2 only had Chun-Li.
Yeah, although Street Fighter 1 didn't have any female characters. Although I suppose in professional fighting tournaments, you still to this day will generally have fighting tournaments based on the genders of the combatants, so you don't get sort of mixed fighting tournaments. Okay, and there we have it. That was today's fight night. This has been Friday Fight Night. The date as before has been Friday, June the 26th. So thanks for watching, everyone. I'm going to finish the stream here. As always, if you like the fight night, please do hit that like button. I've been your host, Random Gamer Riven, and with me has been my co-host,
Random Gamer Dragoon.
And that has been that. So we're going to finish there. I think we'll probably do one more, I think, next week. Then we might take a slight break. I think for the sort of summer heat at the minute, it's not ideal to stream in this type of weather. So, although I might do some daytime streams instead. But thanks for watching, everyone. This has been Star Gladiator. Let me get you the full title. Star Gladiator 1, Episode 1, The Final Crusade. It's got like a weird Star Wars-y subtitles on with Episode 1, The Final Crusade. Of course, there was only... there's only two games in the series, Star Gladiator and Plasma Sword, The Nightmare of Billistein. And since then, I think this is one series that hasn't re-emerged since over 20 years now. You've not had a new outing? I mean, Capcom really do need to get some of their series back into gear. There's a lot of games they've let run the course, and they should still be sequeling them, getting the franchise up. Anyway, I've been your host, Random Gamer Riven. Thanks for watching this weekend. We'll hope you all have a good weekend, and we'll see you all bright and early. Well, I'll be back on the Monday streams, and I'll see you all Monday. See you, everyone. Have a great weekend. I'm your host, Random Gamer Riven, and I wish you a good night, a good evening, a good morning, or a good afternoon, wherever you are in the world. Thank you, and good night, everyone.